So here's the thing, I'm pretty sure you are by now very irritated by me saying every single time that hey, AOE is confirmed, AOE is that, AOE is this and shit like that. But hey, just listen to me. There are a few things now out of Yuki Kaji and Mima-san you have probably seen, but I had to redo this video because I actually went through a little bit of trouble, let's say, on editing my video. Then I realized, hey, I haven't checked something. I went and actually checked all the dialogues that Eren has from where the anime ended towards where the manga ends, and I got a very peculiar and interesting result that I wanted to talk to you about. And I do know that you're probably going to be, hey, we have seen that, but just bear with me. Here's the thing, before anything, I would appreciate it a lot if you could leave comments and share and like and all the stuff, all the cool stuff, so I also get more energy to make more content on this video, on this channel. Here's what happened. We had Yuki Kaji receiving the text, receiving the booklet, here I have the image too, of the final season, that he says that he has received the last script after 10 years. He received the first one 2013. And here's the thing I wanted to talk about. We have a tweet from 0K, from our beautiful and sexy AOE Hope Chat 0K, that says, hey, AOE script tour is win again, look at how thick Core 2's AOE script is based off the shadow. He uses Core 1 as a reference that is much thinner, and yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory that this looks like a very, very thick booklet that we have here. But what does it mean? Apart from being an absolute win for Hope Chats, if you do take a close look at how many lines Eren has from chapter 134 through the end, 139 and a half, you see something very interesting. Look, I actually sat down and went through all the manga at that point, 133 and 2 through 139 and a half, 0.5, and this is quite interesting that what I got. First of all, the definition of lines that I'm going to use. Dialogue boxes that Eren had. So one dialogue box would be like, so tell me. That's 2 dialogue boxes. I just counted them one by one. I may have made some mistakes, like 2 more, 2 less, but hey, bear with me. We have 134 lines or 134 dialogue boxes for Eren. Compare that to, and many of them are just very short ones, pretty short ones. Compare that to Core 1, how many lines Eren had. And he had a hell lot of more dialogue boxes and dialogues that he has to actually voice. So Yuki Kaji has received a thicker booklet to voice actor, to voice over, and this pretty much shows that either there is new content or we have AOE, or the AOE is the new content. Anime original ending, if you are not familiar. I'm gonna go into spoilers territory here. Look, from 134 through 138, like just starting the start of 138, just like in the middle when we get into cabin sequence, we don't have any dialogues from Eren. We have one dialogue, like 2 dialogues, and those are from the last core. No, not even the last core, they're from the season 4 part 1, where he says that he hates Mikasa. So okay, we don't really have many lines. Compare that to the monologues we had, the shitload of monologues we had of Eren in the first core, and it pretty much shows that, in my opinion, there is very, very probably high probability, comparing how thick the booklet is, paying attention to how many dialogues that Eren has, it pretty much shows me that hey, there is at least new content if there is no AOE. And I told you before that even if there is no AOE at the immediate future, we could have that. Like I would wait 2-3 years before declaring that AOE is finally and totally dead if there is no AOE at Core 2, second core. And you can't just go doomer on anything you want. It's just, you can say that it's perspective and shit, but hey, come on, again, it's thick enough to leave a shadow like that. And my discussion is more on how many dialogues Yuki Kaji has, and it's not that much. He also tweeted a picture of a certain flower that AOE theories, we do love that, and we do love when we see that, and pretty interesting in my opinion. Let's just leave that aside and let me get into my reviewing setup here. So here's the thing. We have some interesting issues too. These are not mine. I'm gonna read from the Reddit and also from the tweets if I can have. Shreyas, let me get his own tweet. I don't want to see it from here. Here, he says something pretty peculiar. I was going to make a video about this one first, then this thing came out. We have Mima-san dropping a picture here that is John's voice actor, eyes closed. Then we move around and this dude here, that I'm gonna give him a follow right now, does something pretty interesting. compares that to Core 1. Like, look at Core 1. And quite interesting that he says that when Mima-san posted these pictures for Core 1, he used them to hint at Hanji's death by showing her VA with eyes closed and others who live in Core 1 with eyes open. So he keeps the same pattern for Core 2. Then this picture of Kisho Taniyama hints John will die in AOE. So, okay. First of all, I'm gonna be a little bit not so we will fucking and shit like that on this thing. We haven't seen yet more pictures of the other VAs. For example, if John's eyes are closed, if Eren's eyes are closed, and if Mikasa's eyes are closed, I do think that it's pretty stupid to think that this is an indication. But there seems to be a pattern, and it deems and it needs a little bit of discussion. You can't really count hey victory on the situation here with John's voice actor eyes closed and shit, but we might be able to do that if later on we get more pictures that showcase that and shows a pattern. But here's the last but that I wanted to show you. Look, and this is important, Mima-san is the very same person that actually has that very famous dialogue that everyone in the AOE community loves. So I would argue that probably, if we do take into account what he has said, very probably, this could be a hint. If this had come from any other person that didn't have the same background as his, if it was someone that hadn't done what Mima-san has done, I do remind you again on the screen, I would be saying that hey, this isn't much of a proof for AOE, but hey, this is Mima-san we are talking about. Do remember how Yuki Kaji was all sweaty and shin when he actually went and did the little trolling, as we say he has done. Then I saw something very interesting again by AOE Bro 4 hours ago. To bring change you must sacrifice your humanity. What is right is believing in myself. So it actually shows that I want to talk about that too. I want to know where does that come from. Number 41. And here's the thing. Number 41, angel number 41. It's just that you need to make some fundamental changes in your life. These often relate to elements of your life that we can't change. AOE territory, of course, because make changes and doing stuff that you don't really think you can do. Then we have this one that says it is guiding you to making the right choices. Your faith and courage will aid your conviction in making tough decisions. And this is on Yuki Kaji's shit. And then we have number 41, meaning the numerology. Number 41 is a number that tends to express its innate sense of personal freedom with building a secure foundation for the future. It is consensuous. Well, I'm sorry, my bad English again. So yeah, too many coincidences. Then we also have. I'm thinking about doing a weekly theory review. I would really appreciate it if you would leave me comments to let me know if you would like to see content like that too. Theory review that on subreddit, I'll make a video on that. Could even make a live stream here too, just us talking about the theories and shit. That could also be interesting, I believe. So here's what I had to say about the issue. I know I've been a little bit busy on this channel. Let me check when was the last time I uploaded here. We are having a pretty critical time over at the Farsi community. There is a YouTuber stealing Mr. Beast's videos and his reactions even. And there are a bunch of no-lifers just trying to make drama and shit on me. And I haven't been. I also have to work on my master's thesis, and that's the main reason I have been absent from this channel. At some point I have to start making the English channel, this channel, my priority channel, and I do hope that you guys will stick around for other anime content too, because I will be making them anyway. So I hope you have a great day, and as we say in Farsi, and great night as we say in Farsi ببخشید. شبتون بخیر، روزتون هم بخیر.